This is your daily market review for Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka The Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. Hopefully you're having a great day. As we've talked about, the market was going to be a little bit of a roller coaster post FOMC. Not surprised. We had Apple earnings after hours. I guess they crushed it. We'll see. We'll talk about the levels, what to expect. We know with job numbers coming tomorrow, as we've said, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Fed day is where you get the roller coaster. Warned folks on Twitter, talked about it in the Discord room. Hopefully you trade around your positions and are doing exceptionally well. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you need help anywhere in the country with real estate, also looking to buy, sell, invest, let me help you help yourself. Meaning, if you need to find a great agent, no matter where you're in the country, let me refer you. You get 2 agents for 1. If you're looking to buy or sell for investing purposes, ooh, that is a whole nother game. I'd love to be involved and help you with that because, again, the goal is to make profits in the market and turn them into profits elsewhere, passive income. Because, again, the richest people in the country aren't all Warren Buffett. They're mostly built on real estate or commercial real estate. That's where big money, passive income comes from. Again, everyone wants to get rich trading. Reality is hey, make money in trading, turn into passive income assets that pay you, that will hedge inflation. So enough of that. New to the channel, check out the Discord room, link description below. If you need to, hit me up on Zoom or on a Calendly. We'll have a nice little Zoom chat. Check out my website, thetradingagent.com. Hit me up if you need it. Also, follow on, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm telling you, try to do more live chats as we can. And again, all of the educational videos, all of them. Like, follow, subscribe on Twitter. Again, because this is if you're not in the Discord room, I'm posting all of the trades, what we're up to, what we're watching. Holler at your boy. All right, let's get into it. Fed Watch tool, we know there's no real rate cut potentially coming till November. Get that off the board. Bitcoin, talked about it, breaking 61,000 area, better hold 56 so far. So good. That's why we do the levels. That's why we do these recaps every day. Again, I've said, and I'm on record, I don't know bearish long term, but near term, we said this was a blow off top and it was going to need to consolidate. Here was the big volume, but then it went higher. Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's not perfect tops, y'all. I mean, it's a probability based game. And now we're chopping. Again, if you want to buy dips, you buy dips, but I would be careful. That's all I can say. Oil, not chasing it, but also I don't think there's, like, again, we have to refill the SPR. There's a lot of shortages issue potentially in the future. I don't think it's going to go down to negative futures prices. However, I would not be surprised if it pulled back in time. Natural gas, again, I love natural gas long term. $1, make you holler, $2. Would not be surprised. Again, any short of KLD on pops, it's an inverse fund of natural gas. Again, long term, I have no doubt $1 to $2 will not be the price of natural gas in the United States forever. No doubt. No dig, no doubt. Dollar, we talked about it. Holding up, chopping, watch the 20-day. Is it breaking the low end of the range? Because it's been high and tight. TLT. Again, a lot of tight action, right? Jobs to borrow could be very important to how these react. Watch the 20-day. We've said this. Again, a lot of this tight action you can go with. The VIX. Man, it got beaten into the close. Look at this. Right back to the 200-day, chopping around. Tight action. VIVIX. We talked about the 75 area. Keep an eye on it. If you get down here, see what happens. SPY, not surprised it rallied today. Not at all. We talked about it. Look at these candles. I love being right. No, I love just being able to play the predict the next candle game based on history and doing this. I mean, you can play this game. Guess the next candle. Seasonality, not surprised. Sell in May and go away potentially, but here you go. Early in the month, gap downs, chops arounds. Again, watch tomorrow's jobs and data. QQQ, not surprised, rally a little bit. Apple, after hours, I think it's at 429. All right, you're back at the 20-day. I said watch the 20-day. I mean, we've been playing this game along it, compressing. Now that you're getting through major earnings, we'll see what happens. IWM, what do we say? The 200 level. Here you go. Maybe 201. Keep an eye on it. Again, everything is playing out like we talked about, choppiness. And people just want straight line moves. Up, down, left, right, up, down. No, some days it's just not going to be easy. And the reality is you've got to be cognizant of that. Gold, precious metals, again, I've told you guys, I don't have near-term convictions in them. Big move. Same thing like Bitcoin. Let them pull back. Don't chase. And again, the best time to buy this stuff is when the Feds pivot and just throw liquidity at the market. Gold will go absolutely bonkers. Silver, same kind of thing. Look at these candles. They say the top is in based on these action. Look at this. Big outside candles with high volume distribution. Again, I like dust anywhere in the sevens. Mid sevens better. Again, it's a trade. Not long term, but it's a trade. Again, if you've studied the past, you've been following the channel, you know why. Because again, when the Feds continue to raise rates and the economy slows, and then eventually, remember, 6 to 9 month lag time on interest rate hikes, and we get the meltdown that probably will come, miners will not be immune. Just keep that in mind. History has said it won't. Now, if it happens to be an outlier, well, again, sometimes outliers, that's why you define your risk. I still think that, again, I like these names, AG. I love all these names on big pullbacks. Do not chase them up here. Take your profits. Raise your stops. It's the hell. I mean, again, be careful. Again, I don't see them getting absolutely smashed until they do. And when they do, they'll give you prices. I'd be watching like Head and Shoulders bottoms. All sorts of fun stuff. PAAS. Again, the smaller names will get smoked more like they have. But again, just 10 cuidado. Be careful. I'm telling you, don't chase. Hedge at some point. Taiwan Semi. And I have no doubt this is going to get absolutely crushed at some point. Why, how, when? Again, do we doubt China is going to do something at some point? I mean, I feel like they're waiting for the election, but maybe not. I don't know. Again, we talked about chips becoming a commodity. That whole AI chase game priced in the future. It's like Tesla in 2021 when it priced in the unlimited future of electric cars, but then it had to produce them. And the stock has gone down ever since. AMD looks very, again, AMD, we talked about the earnings. Look at this gap down. Don't be surprised, oversold bounce or chop around. But again, that looks bad. Look at the blow off candle. We talk about blow off candles. Oops. That was a blow off candle. Since then, you don't want to own. Where will the bottom be? Some blow off low, probably. When, where? Again, patience, grasshopper. NVIDIA. Blow off candle. Again, you should be selling pops, not buying dips. Look at this huge move. It goes from 280 or whatever the hell it was, and you want to buy it at 900? Makes me want to cry. SMCI, we talked about this. I like their earnings, but I don't like, again, when something goes from 200 up to a 1250, it's going to digest. Let it play out. Watch the 100-day. It has to hold 100-day. You could probably, that's a tradable spot, obviously. Intellectual property. This thing has been a dog. Again, they're going to come after AMD's lunch. They're going to come after NVIDIA's. All the chip sector. It's just a fight to make the best chips. And then all of a sudden you take too many chocolate chips out there because remember, they're almost a commodity when they're at their peak performance. It's just too many chips. And at some point, too many chocolate chips means what? They got to discount them to sell. SMH, we talked about blow off top. Higher, lower lows, lower highs. At some point, a lower low will come. I have no doubt. Just keep that in mind. Do not be chasing semis up. Adobe, been burned. Gaps down, chopping around, let it do a thing. Apple after hours. Again, their earnings numbers look okay. I said this many times, please do not short or buy it. Just wait. Okay, well, if you're long, congrats, whatever. I'm looking for shorts. I'm loving it. Could we fill a gap up here? Maybe. Did we after hours? I think we did. Got close enough. I'd be watching this action here. Watch this 180, 182 area. I think that's again, be careful buying puts on the open. Sell options if you want to. Sell out of the money calls, sell out of the money puts. I have no doubt that at some point it will continue to pull back. Amazon holding up pretty well, watching the 20-day. Didn't do anything with it today. Again, I was kind of busy. Again, I'm waiting for the jobs number. It's one of those things where trade around your positions, then let them do what it's got to do. Don't sit here. If you have to trade every day, then be careful. But at this point, I like Amazon short. I didn't see anything that said long-term growth is going to be sustained, like crazy amounts. No, they're done. They're peaked. Growth rates peaked. Same thing with Meta, like watching for levels to pop. And again, when there's jobs data, like on a Friday, I take the risk of missing out on the move, but I'd rather, again, as we talk about, the second mouse gets the cheddar. First one sometimes gets the trap. Sometimes it gets the cheddar too, but the second mouse usually gets the cheese, for sure. CRM, gaps down, chopping around. Guggenheim, pops on earnings, gives it back. Short term, probably oversold, rallying with the market, not surprised. Microsoft, watch this 399, 400 level, 100-day. Keep talking about it. NDAQ, love this thing, short, long term. I think the exchange of the NASDAQ is going to get crushed. Let it play out. MicroStrategy, again, leading Bitcoin down. All right. Oversold. 1200 now is resistance. Sorry, guys. Netflix and Spill holding. Got to give it credit. Hold the gap. Please mind the gap. 20-day. And I mean, could we fill the gap? 607? I don't know. End of month or sorry, beginning of the month. You never know. Roblox chopping around. I mean, we're talking about Pan W. I love this cybersecurity play. Again, Pelosi knows when she starts buying call options, long dated. Probably could be hedging too. Again, any major market pullback and this thing gets washed down, I'm on it. I'm telling you right now, I will be buying. That's one of the first stocks I will be buying. Tesla gaps up, getting into China, or not getting into, but China allowing them to use their software, non-driving, whatever that software is. Yeah, probably going to get ripped off, coming right back down. Let it play out. DKNG. Again, here you go, DraftKings. I mean, we like this play. I think it had earnings after hours. It got up to 45 if you shorted. Congratulations. I'd be watching this level like a hawk. Airbnb. I mean, again, I don't think they're going to do well in time. I mean, I think you're going to see the Airbnb holders getting burned if there's a recession. We'll see. Costco. Been holding up pretty damn well. Gap down on earnings, chopping around. I mean, it's over the 20-day. I mean, again, sometimes there's just some names you just don't trade. 3 strikes, you're out. Starbucks, speaking of strikes, we talked about this. Global growth name just absolutely obliterated. The future growth rate is what? I mean, how can you double up Starbucks? Put them on every other corner? They're already on every corner. No. And so the gap's down. And I've said that don't short this now. I mean, you've had months to get out. Could it chop around? I don't know. I mean, I think you're going to see this thing in the 50s one day. Federal Express. I mean, it's a real estate play at some point, I guess. Gaps up, giving it all back. Caterpillar, man, this thing has been on a run. This is a good name again, too. Like for the future in mining, commodity, bull market, no doubt. That's a monster run. Let it play out. Let it just chop around. Nucor looked like it was going for greener pastures at the 200 level. Chop. Now, X, chop. Now, again, I think they do get bought out, but I don't know the price. VALE got a nice bounce today. But again, I mean, let these names get washed out. And again, they might not have a lot of downside because they've been oversold and just crushed for a long time, but I'd be patient. We like Arrow Copper for sure because copper going to go into that electric future. It's just near term. I mean, nice run. I mean, it's showing strength. It's kind of like CCJ, showing strength. But I don't want to chase them. I hate when Goldman Sachs upgrades at the high. It makes me like, CF had earnings, gaps down. Again, let these names come in. Mosaic, let them come in. Like, again, you got to eat. The next, interesting action, actually. Like, stop. Hit the brakes. That's probably due for a bounce. Watch that down there. NTR, chopping around. AA. We talked about aluminum. You got to love aluminum long term. Goes in everything. Heat, resistant. Drop around. Let this stuff come in. XLF, again, financials are all over the place today. But again, the 20-day acts as resistance. Right? Keep it on at JP Mo. Chop. Fizz. 20-day. Morgan Stanley. Been a turd. I mean, if you zoom out, you're like, oh, yeah. Nothing. Chopping. Bank of America. Been holding up pretty darn well. 20-day. Keep an eye on the 20-day. Goldman Sachs. I mean, this thing looks, if you own a Marcus account, Goldman Sachs is telling you your Marcus account isn't going out of business. So far, it's holding up pretty damn well. KRE, we talked about the 50 level being of just absolute resistance. Chopping around. I mean, this thing's been lagging for a while. Just keep an eye on it. XBI. Talked about this as like an economic low, junior bios love low rates because they're borrowing money to burn it, to expand and build out their pipeline and test their drugs. And yeah, I mean, we talked about being oversold at the 200-day. Are you surprised it's bouncing? No. I mean, this is why we do these recaps. There's great trades. They don't have to be all short or long. Oil or one or the other. Talked about pulling back. Talked about XOP. I mean, sorry to jump in it, but to me, the XOP was saying it. Right? It fills the gap, down, then up 7 straight days or whatever it is, then boom, new lows. Right? UNG, nice rally today. Again, I hate the UNG because it's such a decaying. I mean, I'd rather short the KLD. We've talked about this. Get this thing in the upper 70s, low 80s. You're looking pretty good. Again, I think natural gas has a lot of upside long term, but it doesn't mean it's going to be tomorrow or next week or even this year. ExxonMobil pulling back. Man, maybe it's just some like big cup and handle. I don't know. tries to break out to new highs and gives it back. We've talked about the gasoline names leading down the oil patch. Look at this. Okay, near term. Could be another oversold little baby rally. Valero, same kind of thing. All right, now it's time to kind of calmate, relax. Occidental, we talked about with the Buffett trade. Buffett sell zone, Buffett sell put zone. For now, it seems to be good. CVE, again, we like this name. Buyout target long term. Big look. I mean, he's speaking of a big move and consolidation. Man, if you can see this thing in the again, I have my alarm there. See this thing in the 15s again. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. EQT holding up pretty damn well with natural gas. Again, I like them too. If they can get, I mean, their managing of futures has been absolutely horrendous. But after a big move, look at this consolidation. See this thing down in the 28, 30 range? Worth an eyeball on EQT. Now by FlexNG. Again, I think we'll be natural gas exporters. All right, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Always here to help you guys. I appreciate all the love, support. Some of you guys are very generous. Again, even if it's like $5 up to $500, whatever you want to donate, I don't ask for it, but I appreciate the shit out because I hopefully you recognize the free value that I provide here. And again, if you ever have any real estate deals, that's where I'd love to be involved in. Again, if you can't donate, that's fine, whatever. I'm doing this for free because I want people to see like there's a probability-based mindset when you're trading. And if you're all or nothing, extreme, go crazy. Again, some of the people I got blocked on Twitter, like, gold's going to this and Bitcoin's, it's like, guys, probably could be, but do what the market's doing. Don't get invested so much emotionally that you just lose your mind. So have a great night. Hit you up. See you tomorrow.